Game over. Herride catches Bruce Orr during his walk of shame by US4Trump.com. Justice Department official Bruce Orr is in the hot seat as he arrived on Capitol Hill for a closed-door session before House lawmakers Tuesday. Chief Intelligence Correspondent Herride of Fox News was in the hall eagerly awaiting his arrival to ask him questions. Tuesday, Bruce Orr walked the hallowed halls of Capitol Hill and Herride was there to witness and grill him. Herride, trying to get some answers from Orr before the hearing was set to start, confronted him with the prominent questions. However, he refused to answer. I wonder why, if he's so innocent. Orr sipped coffee, turned his back, and walked away without answering. Orr is facing a number of questions from House Republicans on the Oversight Committee about his involvement with former British spy Christopher Steele, who compiled the phony Trump-Russia dossier in 2016. I don't understand why this wasn't an open hearing. I mean, this is disgraceful. This should have been an open hearing so the public can hear it and the Democrats can hear it too. You know what I'm saying? But I guess they don't even know what's going on, because remember that clip when they were asking, they were like saying to some protesters that about Trump colluding with Russia, but they put Hillary, instead of Hillary, they put Trump. Trump did this. He got the dossier from these people, and he colluded with the Russians for that dossier. You know, they had no idea, and they said, "Oh, yeah, he should be impeached for that." Had no idea that Hillary paid for that dossier. You see what I'm saying? So they probably wouldn't know anyway, but we would know. Who authorized your contacts with the FBI? Herride asked while pushing whether Orr acted alone or had authority from a specific DOJ official. According to Fox News, the questions at the hearing are expected to focus on communications between Orr and Steele following recent revelations that they communicated extensively, even after the FBI dropped Steele as a source in November of 2016 over his contacts with the media. Of course, that's what took place. Orr's wife worked for Fusion GPS, who was hired by Hillary Clinton, not the campaign, by Hillary Clinton, to compile the dossier of potentially damaging information against Trump. Yeah, she's going to put the DNC in front. Nobody could make the DNC do anything without Hillary's approval, whatever was done. Hillary did this. Herride also, and she cost $22 million for this Mueller phony witch hunt, and also the aggravation that we who voted for Trump, are going through. Herride also confronted Orr whether his wife benefited from the dossier and whether he had a conflict of interest. It's time the American people know the truth. So yeah, why closed-door hearing? So watch the Chief Intelligence Correspondent Herride reports from Capitol Hill as she tries to catch Bruce Orr, who's not going to say anything.
In the last few minutes, we've kind of had a rolling thunder situation. We've had a number of the Republican lawmakers arrive here on Capitol Hill, and within the last 10 minutes, the Justice Department official Bruce Orr has also arrived. He appeared to be with two other officials from the Justice Department. And from a distance, Fox News shouted a series of questions, and Orr did not respond. Let's listen. Mr. Orr, who authorized your contact with the FBI? Mr. Orr, were you acting alone, or did you have authority from a Justice Department official? How did your wife benefit from the dossier contract?
She made money.
Did you have a conflict of interest?
Not at all, not in his book.
Bruce Orr worked at the Justice Department in the fall of 2016, and his portfolio was narcotics and gangs. It was not Russia. But testimony, as well as emails and text messages, show that Bruce Orr was part of a back channel communication. Stand by just 1 second. We've got Congressman Jordan, who has just arrived here. Let's just drop in for a second. Congressman Jordan, what are you expecting to learn from Bruce Orr today? Congressman Jordan?
I don't know if it's improper, but I want to know who at DOJ knew. And certainly it looks like he continued to meet with Mr. Steele after the FBI had terminated their relationship with Mr. Steele.
Did Mr. Orr break the law when he took actions that financially benefited his wife, Nellie Orr, who worked for Fusion GPS?
Oh, I don't know, but
of course he
the fundamentals
knows.
don't change. The fact that top Department of Justice official's wife is working for the firm the Clintons hired to put together the dossier, and then the FBI uses the dossier that they're getting from Bruce Orr. Peter Strzok told us that, to then go get the warrant to spy on the Trump campaign. So that's a big concern. Who at DOJ knew that? Sally Yates know?
You think the wife made money over there? You see how she asks him, I don't know? What do you mean you don't know? Of course we know, but I know they're not allowed to say we know. You get it? Yeah, but look, listen.
Continued to meet with Mr. Steele after the FBI had terminated their relationship with Mr. Steele.
Did Mr. Orr break the law when he took actions that financially benefited his wife, Nellie Orr, who worked for Fusion GPS?
Oh, I don't.
And he laughs. I don't know, because they're not allowed to say. They're not allowed to say it, till they have proof. But we can say whatever we want. We know for a fact that Nellie Orr, of course she made. And then did Orr still have contact with the FBI during all this? Of course he did, even after he was let go.
But
look at his smile.
Change the fact that top Department of Justice official's wife is working for the firm the Clintons hired to put together the dossier, and then the FBI uses the dossier that they're getting from Bruce Orr. Peter Strzok told us that, to then go get the warrant to spy on the Trump campaign. So that's a big concern. Who at DOJ knew that? Did Sally Yates know what was going on?
Of course she did.
So we got lots of questions for him.
Right, thank you, Congressman.
Too bad it's not an open
that's just
open
live
hearing.
On the fly with Congressman Jim Jordan. He's one of 4 Republicans who will be asking questions along with staffers today. Again, the main point is that Bruce Orr acted as a back channel with the former British spy Christopher Steele.
Bruce Orr and Christopher Steele and Hillary Clinton had a back channel at the FBI.
Who was the author of the dossier, and that contact continued with the FBI in the fall of 2016, even after the FBI had fired Steele for cause because he had lied about his contacts with the media, and in those contacts, he had been briefing the dossier, Eric.
Way to go, Kat.
But you notice how the news omits Hillary was part of that back channel? It was Orr, Steele, and Hillary.
That is real journalism live here in the Fox News channel, and those pointed questions that you were shouting at Mr. Orr, he refused to answer. We'll see if he also refuses to answer, and if he takes the fifth, or if those 2 other Justice Department officials, if they are lawyers, who will counsel him not to say anything. We'll see what happens to the hearing, although it is behind closed doors. Meanwhile, Orr's wife, Nellie, was a contractor for Fusion GPS. Will they be hearing from her at any point, and how does she fit into all of this?
Well, I don't want to give you bad information because I haven't had any indication yet that Nellie Orr will be called.
Isn't she a beauty? Isn't she a beauty?
To testify and will appear. But the important thing for folks at home is that Bruce Orr's wife worked for the group that put the dossier together, and she did research that was part of the dossier. And
sure, she was getting good pay.
I just put to Congressman Jordan is whether Bruce Orr may have a violation of federal law here because government officials are not allowed to take actions in their official capacity that financially benefit members of their family. And Nellie Orr.
Tell that to Hillary Clinton. Tell that to Hillary Clinton, right? They're not allowed to benefit financially. Tell that to Hillary Clinton. And Barack Obama on the side, he covered his tracks. He was getting it probably through Hillary, on the side there.
Was receiving what I understand to be a significant income from the firm
You
Fusion
think?
GPS that was behind the dossier. So that's another important issue to watch here.
You think?
And certainly a lot of questions about those reported 60 contacts between Mr. Orr and Christopher Steele, as well as meeting.
And if I could just say one more thing, it's more than just the contacts with Christopher Steele and the FBI. What the text messages obtained and reviewed by Fox News show is that Christopher Steele, the British spy, tried to use Bruce Orr as his go-between with the special counsel and Robert Mueller. So this kind of back-channel communication really continued long after Director Comey was fired in 2017.
And after Steele was dumped by the FBI for violating regulations.
Correct.
That I didn't know, that back channel that Mueller had access to. That I didn't know. Let me go back and see if I got it right what she said.
Obtained and reviewed by Fox News show is that Christopher Steele, the British spy, tried to use Bruce Orr as his go-between with the special counsel and Robert Mueller. So this kind of back...
so in other words, Orr was a go-between between Mueller, you see? Orr used that back channel and he was the go-between Mueller. Wow.
Communication...
Actually, that should nullify, absolutely nullify Robert Mueller's investigation. You're not allowed to do those kind of things.
Continued long after Director Comey was fired and Robert Mueller. So this kind of back-channel communication really continued long after Director Comey was fired in 2017.
And after Steele was dumped by the FBI for violating regulations.
Correct.
Sorry, Catherine, we'll get you back to the hearing.
Yeah, after they were, Steele was dumped, he still had a back channel to the FBI, and now it seemed, they didn't mention Hillary. There was only one article that I put out where it said Hillary, Steele, and Orr had a back channel to the FBI there. They were communicating. Now, I didn't know that Mueller was also communicating there. That should nullify Mueller's investigation. Come on. Based on a phony dossier, all this is taking place. And then and even Jim Jordan was cracking up when she asked, did Nellie Orr benefit financially from this? Of course she did, and she benefited real well. You know, believe you me. Oh, yeah. I like Catherine Herride. She's a very, she seems like a very nice lady, and she does the news very well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.